Ladies and gentlemen, like I consume a lot of music. I love it. I'm addicted to music. I'm addicted to gadgets, they say. All right. We're in the studio here. We got 4 microphones set up just in case we have the entire band in here, which we sometimes do. Bought a brand new MXL microphone, and I got another one today. Switch it out because all the others are black and it was gold. And I'm trying to explain to, the powers around that the aesthetics are important. But I was told that I have an addiction. So I'm going to gadget rehab, but it's all good. Anyways, I love music. I love getting new music, man. And I like being introduced to new artists, fresh sounds, fresh voices, fresh faces, dope sounds, dope voices. I just love it. I just love it. And so far, 2018 has been good to me. You know what I mean? Been great to me. Been introduced to a lot of new artists. There's a lovely young songstress in Jamaica. She have a vibes. I go on. Her name is Kalia-Shea. She sent over some music, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Normally, when I get music sent over, it's just the law of averages. It's the law of numbers. Majority of it is not. Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's always great when you get some good ones. You know what I mean? And I don't get me wrong. We all have our different likes and our dislikes, our idiosyncrasies. You know what I mean? We have our what interests us, what piques us, and what does not. But good's good. You know what I mean? Whack's whack is what it is. So got some joints from Kalia-Shea, and here's the deal. She's dope. I'm gonna drop 2 joints from her. We'll see if we can even get her on the line. All right, but check this one out. It's called Nookie Feelings. Let me know what you think about it. I'm digging the whole concept of it. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. It is Homegrown.
Street music. Yeah. Big up, black street music, run street music. Yes, sweet music. Say them no wanna, girls want them for them things. Yet still a things, them have up a bling bling. Inna your face, them a dash the bling bling. Then them turn around, vex you know a nookie feelings. Say them no wanna, girls want them for them things. Yet still a things, them have up a bling bling. Inna your face, them a dash the bling bling. Then them turn around. Call themself friend and say them want help you out. Tell me where the nookie feelings about. She never did beg for your stock up account. Now you hold her accountable for the amount. Insurmountable feelings attack. Manuel Benny want everything back. Too bad, so sad, Mr. Take it back. Him want know where under frack, that's a the fact. Say them no wanna, girls want them for them things. Yet still a things, them have up a fling fling. Inna your face, them a dash the bling bling. Then them turn around, vex you know a nookie feelings. Say them no wanna, girls want them for them things. Yet still a things, them have up a fling fling. Inna your face, them a dash the bling bling. Then them turn around, up to the time running out. Actions no show from when him run off him mouth. Not ungrateful, but the truth I go suck. Pitney want know about mama hog mouth. Yeah. Yet and grow, your suicide out the route. Some men are good, but enough you for doubt. Them is like a fox in a little hen house. Not looking in your face, head down in a blouse. Say them no wanna, girls want them for them things. Yet still a thing. Yeah.
Kalia-Shea, ladies and gentlemen.
Big up, black street music, run street music.
Nookie Feelings.
Say them no wanna, girls want them for them things.
Nookie Feelings.
Still a things, them have up a fling fling. Inna your face, them a dash the bling bling. Then them turn around, vex you know a nookie feelings. Say them no wanna, girls want them for them things. Yet still a things, them have up a fling fling. Inna your face, them a dash the bling bling. Then them turn around. Call themself friend and say them want help you out. Tell me where the nookie feelings about. She never did beg for your stock up account. Now you hold her accountable for the amount. Insurmountable feelings attack. Manuel Benny want everything back. Too bad, so sad, Mr. Take it back. Him want know where under frack, that's a the fact. Say them no wanna, girls want them for them things. Yet still a things, them have up a fling fling. Inna your face, them a dash the bling bling. Then them turn around, vex you know a nookie feelings. Say them no wanna, girls want them for them things. Yet still a things, them have up a fling fling. Inna your face, them a dash the bling bling. Then them turn around. Up to the time running out. Actions no show from when him run off him mouth. Not ungrateful, but the truth I go suck. Pitney want know about mama hog mouth. Wait and grow, your suicide out the route. Some men are good, but enough you for doubt. Them is like a fox in a little hen house. Not looking in your face, head down in a blouse. them no wanna girls want them for them things. Yet still a things them have up a fling fling. Inna your face them a dash the bling bling. Then them turn around vex you know and nookie feelings. Say them no wanna girls want them for them things. Yet still a things them have up a fling fling. Inna your face them a dash the bling bling. Then them turn around, call themself friend and say them want help you out. Tell me where the nookie feelings about. She never did beg for your stack up account. Now you hold her accountable for the amount. Insurmountable feelings attack. Manuel Benny want everything back. Too bad, so sad, Mr. Take it back. Him want know where under frack, that's a the fact. Say them no wanna girls want them for them things. Yet still a things them have up a fling fling.
Nookie feelings, ladies and gentlemen.
Dash the bling bling, then them turn around, vex you know and nookie feelings. Say them no wanna girls want them for them things. Yet still a things.
And this one's called All the While, Kalia-Shea. We gotta drop another.
First time I sight ya, know me coulda love it till me spoil ya. Bushy head, oja, and you polite too. Loving get me high like a kite too. We know how me choose it. My heart are yours, one man, me no foolish. Vibration right, balance my dark light. Girl, I'm modeling a thought of who you wanna spoon with. Rasta man, are you more all the while? You more figure a pretty little child. Gentle please, who me, not I. Not take time and a bit too shy. Me no joke, a smoke, a let's fly. Crush out the herb and let's get high. Love off your cute, bright dimple smile. Visit charge in a stone.
7 minutes past the hour, ladies and gentlemen. This one's called All the While. It's Kalia-Shea. And we gotta pull it up from the top. She got talent, man, I lie. Yes, man.
First time I sight ya, know me coulda love it till me spoil ya. Bushy head, oja, and you polite too. Loving get me high like a kite too. We know how me choose it. My heart are yours, one man, me no foolish. Vibration right, balance my dark light. Girl, I'm modeling a thought of who you wanna spoon with. Rasta man, are you more all the while? You more figure a pretty little child. Gentle please, who me, not I. Not take time and a bit too shy. Me no joke, a smoke, a let's fly. Crush out the herb and let's get high. Love off your cute, bright dimple smile. Visit charge in a stone ginger wine. Like a mama that a baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, the artist is called Kalia-Shea. Bad artist, but not gonna lie, big talent out of Jamaica. I want you to look out for her. She's doing a thing and she's doing it big. And like we always try to do, we always try to get you on top of things before things blow up. So we got to get her on the horn. Kalia-Shea, are you in the building? Can you hear me?
Blessings and love, Madea.
Much love. First of all, let me say thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Ladies Night right here on Green Gate Radio. I appreciate your time.
Give thanks for having me.
Now, you're a fairly newcomer in the music world, and I'm jumping straight into it. You're a fairly newcomer in the music world, so a lot of people might not have heard the name, but believe me, the whole world is right now, and they're about to get a lot more of you. But this is not your first step into the public eye. I understand you were signed by a modeling agency before, right?
Yes, I was with Pulse.
You were with Pulse?
Yeah, like in my teen days, I should say. Late teens.
Nice. Talk to me about that experience. I know it's entertainment nonetheless. It is the entertainment business, but of course it's across the hall from the music business. Talk to me about that experience and how it either helped or led you to where you are today as an artist.
It helped. It really did help because, like you said, it's a part of entertainment, and you have to know how to work the camera and work angles and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it really does help. However, modeling wasn't really it's my calling. I love it, but it wasn't really working out for me here in Jamaica per se. So I tried different things. I love film, so I ventured off into film eventually.
Nice.
And I did art in high school, and when I left high school, I still followed that up, but I never ended up going to university because, we can't afford everything all the time when we want it.
Right.
So that time passed, and that phase of my life passed.
Gotcha.
So Modeling was fun. I still love doing it. I still do it. But it's not the main aim. It just helps to build what the aim is.
I got you. Everything serves a purpose, everything serves a purpose, be it a stepping
Definitely.
stone or whatever the case may be. But I do think when you have something like that on the resume, it helps from a confidence standpoint. And like
Yeah.
you mentioned, being able to capitalize and maximize what you can get from them camera angles when the cameras are on, because that too is very, very important in this business of music.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, like I always say to the people listening out there, listen, the music's on iTunes. If it's all about the music, let's go there. iTunes, YouTube, whatever. But as far as what I try to do is to let them know who the artist is. Let's backtrack a little bit. Talk to me about a little bit about where you're from and a little bit about Kalia-Shea growing up.
I was born in Spanish Town Hospital, Jamaica, St. Catherine, right? And I lived in St. Catherine for most of my life. I moved from Spanish Town as a little girl to Linstead, and that was fun growing up on an orange farm,
Wow.
quarantine down the road, river down the road, mango tree. It was really fun living in Linstead. Then we
Wow.
moved to Telshire. So from one extreme to the next, from rivers to beaches, that was the next wonderful experience. And then we end up right in the middle of Spanish Town again in my middle teens until I was finished with high school at Angel Estate, and that was a good experience. I had a very colorful childhood. I mean, a lot of things could be better, but you learn from everything and you grow from everything, and it makes you who you are. So I can't really too complain. I had a lot of challenges, yes, but life is good.
I love it. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. And the funny thing is, again, like I mentioned, we have people tuning in from all across the globe. And people talk about, when I talk to people here, they're like, yeah, man, I moved from that city to that city and from that project to that project. And what we're talking to Kalia-Shea and I, we're talking about, okay, so I moved from by the river to by the ocean. Talk about paradise, baby. Talk about paradise. I love it. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Now, another thing, because I've been, once I got the music and so forth, sometimes you listen to music and it's just the music and you enjoy the song and you keep it moving. But a lot of times you hear some music and it intrigues you and you want to find out a lot more about the artist. So, I kind of dug into your stuff a little bit. And I see that you mentioned even before of just the whole, not just from a modeling standpoint, but just as a female in the business. There's a line you mentioned where you said you don't have to expose all of yourself, or do you
Yeah.
have to cover all yourself? You can control the image that eyes will see of you. And I love
True.
that. And I love that. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Okay. So, as you know, I have locks. However, I'm not a part of any religion or any group. My group is love. So my box is open to love, and I mostly take from the Rastas because I identify with them more and their levity. However, I can learn from everybody else.
Right.
So, with that said, people like to put me in a box and say, "Oh, you have locks. Why are you wearing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you whatever?" So I'm like, am I not a woman, a female first before I am anything else? Is that not important to me, right? So there must be a way for me to love what I am wearing and myself enough to not be afraid to show myself, but at the same time have enough respect for myself to not see it maybe a few months or even weeks from now and somebody who I look up to, my parents or a role model, and they're like, well, you probably should have covered up a little bit more. I don't have anything to be embarrassed about. And even if they do say something about it, there's a time and place for everything. And if I'm in something skimpy, I can be like, okay, this was a beach event and I can justify it. And if they still feel a way about it, I within myself, no, I don't feel any way and I didn't do anything wrong. So I
Right.
try to always, I'm not a people pleaser, but you have to set examples, and
Absolutely.
people are looking at you, and I'm a dark skinned girl, and little girls are watching me,
Right. Right.
and people are watching me too. And if you have to put respect out there to get it.
Yeah.
So yes, people love and respect a lot of other people who dress a certain way. To each his own. I know within myself when I've been around people and how they talk, and they are not very fond of certain things, though they jump on a bandwagon and clap and say, yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not me. I don't like that. So I try to be a different person.
I got
And
you.
I suppose I love fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as I'm not exposing everywhere and it looks good, I'm going to wear it. I'm a lady.
I
I'm a
love it.
female.
I
And we're
love it.
from Africa. Come on.
Easy, easy. But you know what's crazy? It's that it seems like you can't get away from the judgmental eyes, because when it's not the church saying, okay, you know what, you're a part
Which
of
is
us,
why,
like, you know.
excuse me, which is why I said once I know within myself that
Mm-hmm.
I don't break any boundaries and this is a beach event, and well, you have two different kind of beach events. You have like a jerk fest that's probably for kids and adults.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really dress too skimpy in a thong and some mesh and go on stage and bend over and sing in front of kids, you know. But at the
Right,
same time,
right.
I'm gonna probably wear a shorts or a top, and then if some man see me, then be like, "Oh, you're not a Rasta. What that you know?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, am I supposed to be in a big frock on the sun and my head wrap up and all these things? You have to be realistic. You
In
know,
our
you're not thinking rational.
yeah, man, you have to wear a red, green, and gold knitted bathing suit. So
And nothing is wrong with that. No, 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 no. They don't even want you to do that, some of them, to be honest with you. And they're hypocrites, because when you look, you see them same one talking to some other female,
yes,
and
man.
she's totally naked, or she's behaving in a manner that you don't think that they would appreciate if you behave that way.
Well,
So you have to live your life for yourself, but live respectfully and in a way that won't make you feel ashamed,
I love
you
it.
know?
I love it. I love it. I love it. There's so many empowerment. There's just so much empowerment in your statements there, because, funny you said, the same eyes that'll look at you on stage and while they're amongst the flock and say, yo, you can't do that to a sister with your rasta or whatever the case may be. If you were walking single by yourself and they were standing single by themselves, they wouldn't turn them head away and say, yo, she too sexy for your rasta. I'm up and, excuse me, Kayla, can I have a word? You know what I'm saying? So them want, it's the hypocrisy is there, but we're not gonna get away from it, because it's been there from the beginning of time. However, I do like your approach in terms of the first thing you mentioned is little eyes are watching. The young ones are watching. And I like the fact that you do take charge of that. And it is something that I really admire about a lot of the young artists coming up nowadays, is that they're not just all about themselves. They are aware of the platform. And you seem to be absolutely aware of that platform and that you have an impact on these young girls coming up. So I really appreciate that.
Feel.
And
I mean, yeah,
go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm listening.
I forgot.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. She's a beautiful chocolate sister, ladies and gentlemen. Go and look her up. Her name is Kalia-Shea, Kalia-Shea. Let's talk about the music. Who are some of the producers that you're working with on it? Because I know you got a project that's on the way, right?
Yes, actually, I'm working on several singles. I'm not ready to do an album just yet, because I don't really want to release an EP or a mixtape or anything like that. I want to just go right into an album. So right now I'm just getting the people used to me, trying to let them know me and my sounds. So I'm just dropping a few singles.
I like it.
I'm working with the drum keys right now
My.
and Rory Stone Love. So I have at least 3 songs coming from them and 3 from Rory.
Wow.
I have a video out for the one for drum keys by middle September. We're supposed to be shooting it this weekend. So I'm excited for that.
You got some momentum going there.
I'm very excited about that. And the sound is totally different. Like, for example, All the While is totally different from Deceitful Intentions. So this is something totally different again, because music is so accessible and different genres are so accessible. So for me to just always be in one set thing is a little bit unfair to myself and everybody else when I have so much more to give. So
right.
Yes, it's going to be reggae, but it's like reggae fused with dancehall and a little jazz. This one.
Love it. Love it. Love
And
it.
it's
Love
called
it.
Botheration.
That's the name of the song, Botheration?
The one coming next. Yep.
And that one is the drum keys, right?
Drum keys. Yeah.
I love it.
Drum keys actually play for Protege.
Right.
Kongs on the drum, Paris on the keys.
Big things.
Big up Indignation.
Easy. And are you affiliated? Are you gonna be? Because I remember when I spoke to Leela, I know they had worked on some of her stuff. I know they work on some stuff for Savannah, and of course they're signed to Protege's Indignation Collective. You have the swag, you got the style, you got the talent that I think could seamlessly blend in, and then of course do your thing in an organization as such. I mean, you ain't. I'm not trying to get you to let the cat out the bag, but could we see some more collaborations and a little bit more intimate workings with you and Indig?
It's not Indig, it's drum keys.
Just drum
Indig,
keys. Okay.
Yeah, but I just bringing them up because I know everybody and I rate them, So,
Mad.
yeah. Who knows what the future holds? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Easy.
Who knows? So,
I like it.
we're just putting in the work so that when time come, we can have good quality production. That's the main thing.
I love it.
We're not rush it. I'd love to have more stuff out, but we want to make sure so the team nice.
I'm digging it. Quality over quantity works all the time, and I think that's your approach.
See that.
I love it. Like I said, I like the vibe of your tunes. Now, when it comes to creativeness, the two songs I've got, they're very different. And like you mentioned, you've got some stuff coming up that's even different from these songs. I do like that because we don't wake up on the same side of the bed every day. We don't, we don't experience the same things 24 hours. But talk to me about your inspirations. What inspires you when it comes to creating music?
But life inspires me. People who I love, my surroundings, naturally, the news, things that affect the earth, because whatever affects the earth affects us. Mm-hmm. So I have different sounds. It's just the patience and the work to put in to get it out. So All the While was written literally 3 years ago, and Deceitful Intention I wrote that literally in like 2 days.
Wow.
So
wow.
I got the rhythm. I listened to it one day straight, and then the next day I just write. All the while, it's not that it took long for me to write it, because I wrote the chorus before I wrote the entire thing. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to have a good song to appreciate the King Man them. Because really and truly, at that point in time, last year, this year, I can't recall any, and men need love too, Jamaican men out here is like, everybody think them for rough and tough and nothing. Sometimes I say, yo, we need to send out a song for the King Man, them, make them feel special. So you don't necessarily have to be a Rasta man to get the love, you just have to be a king. Mind of a king, heart of a king, soul of a king. So that's why that song is out there for the kingdom. Celebrate them. Deceitful Intention after the dirty man there.
Oh my Lord.
So that's how that one come about.
That one is so personal.
It's personal because I've heard personal stories from sisters, friends, just random people. Even when I take the bus and I hear them on the bus, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's unfair. You have somebody or you meet somebody. All right, let me give you a scenario. Just this week, between last week and this week, a DJ, he followed me, and I was like, yes, because I wanted to talk to him about some stuff, and I saw him the other night, but I never want to approach him, because sometimes when people doing them things, they're not like people approach them. So I said, you know what, let me just wait for a better time. But a spirit was saying to me, don't go over there differently. So when he eventually followed me and I shoot him a message and big him up and thing, I thought it was music he was interested in. He wasn't even aware about anything, any sort of music, nothing.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, well, anyway, Jah works, give thanks, and this is my music, blah, blah, blah. When I shut him down, he listened to the music, he was like, well, I don't like Deceitful Intentions, because blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, well, he probably wouldn't like it because his intentions are very, very dirty, And if that is your intention, fine, but don't feel no way and come so aggressive towards me, because you have a right to say no. Right. Just like you have a right to not want to help me. And I'm going to hate you for that, but I just know which part on the shelf place you.
Right,
You know,
right, right.
if even if I put you on a shelf, I might just put you on the floor and just sweep you aside. No, I'm not make nothing. Nah, make it starve or splash no water on you though, but
Right, right, right.
you
I
know,
dig it.
it's all love. It's all love.
I dig it. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that in an industry, and again, I spoke about it with several other artists, Leela included too. It's just that, her song "Biggest Fan" came from that in terms of moms being worried about the stigma, because it's not just a stigma. It is true. A lot of times you come to the table with your talent, but a lot of people, the talent is not first. It's not that they don't identify the talent, so don't ever question your talent, but it's just that they have ulterior motives.
They have to try. Them have to try a thing. That's my
Yeah.
thing. Them like try a thing. Okay. You know what make music, make history, make money. Why when the man them come to you, try make your woman look them or something. Why you not try do some work? Let's do some work. I wanna work.
I love it, man. It's a male-dominated business from that angle. But yo, trust me, let me tell you, right about now, it's the ladies that's kicking ass. It's the ladies that's knocking it out right now. So big up
Yeah,
yourself
and
and
we're not
keep
gonna
doing what you're
stop. Big
doing.
up all of the women them.
Yes, man. Yes, yes, yes. And you're going to be bringing your own flavor to it too, because the one thing I'll tell you is this. I like what you're doing. The energy, you have a familiar energy in terms of just the movement going right now. And I do see where you could add a lot to the movement, but your sound and your style is absolutely unique. Absolutely, absolutely unique. So keep doing what you're doing. I personally really appreciate it, and I know the world's going to love it.
Good times. I appreciate it too.
No
Appreciate
worries.
it.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Now, question for you. Ultimately, when it's all said and done, the music you're putting out to the world right now, I do know that it's diverse in what you're putting out. And when I say diverse, I mean in the sound,
It is.
content,
It
and
is. It
quality is the
is. I
same.
agree. I agree. I am a diverse artist. I am.
Love it. What do you want the world to, when you put the message out right now, what's the message that you want the world to get from Kalia-Shea?
What is the message I want the world to get from me? I want you to, about my music or about me as a person,
From the music. The music.
from my music. At the end of the day, depend on the sound, because if it's love, I'm going to be all in love, and if it's not as in love, as in boyfriend girlfriend love, as in love, and if it's war, like 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 Peter Tosh said, when it's love, we're good at love, and when it's war, we can be good at war too, but we always try love first. So, Botheration is a war song, and I'm ready for them. You get me? And it sounds like war, but I come very smooth, because it's like, after me no easy, darling. Oh, please believe slick talking. Thinking he's the never come out for this, so I keep on walking. After me no easy, darling. Stress your outer road, botheration. Pressure outer road was if you don't answer, man. Something like that.
Man.
So it sounds smooth, but we're coming at them.
Rebel music.
Uh,
I love it.
yes, I just wanted to know that the music is confident, it's loving, it's real stories, 95% of them. Real
Right.
stories. Sometimes you have to go in your head and make up something or
What do you mean?
something else, but 95% music.
That's what the
Real
creative
stories.
people
It's
do.
not from me, it's from somebody very close to me. So know that I'm a storyteller, and you'll be getting realness.
I love it. I love it. I love
Realness
it.
with a vibe.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Well, keep doing what you're doing. I'm looking forward to when you're here in the South Florida area. We'll get you in the studio. We'll go live on Facebook and on Just Make TV, all over the place, with a massive sea of face. But in the meantime, the video is out for the song that's called All the While. And like I said, the next video is coming out pretty soon. I'm pretty confident that you're going to...
Big up Evie from Nomads. He starred in that video, by the way.
Who?
Everald Perry from Nomads. He just did a movie with Idris Elba. What's his last name? I can't
That's
remember.
who that is in the All the While video, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Evie
because I
from Nomads.
knew that face looked familiar. I was like, who's this dude? Nice.
Yeah, he's my big brother. But then
Easy.
I play my husband. He's my TV husband. We did a shoot before, and he was my shoot boyfriend, so he's my TV boyfriend now.
Mad. I love it. Well, big up yourself, my sister. Big up the team. I got to drop this one for the massive again. But before you go, I need you to drop some social media information for the masses that's listening right now and let them know where they can find you.
Okay. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud. I am Kalia-Shea, Kalia-Shea. Just link me. Even if you want to message me, I'll answer. I do everything myself. I'm independent. So just touch base. I will link you back. Like, follow, share. Big up on yourself. Big up Florida and the whole state, Hopefully I'll be on a show over there soon.
Can't wait. And
And
ladies
big
and
up
gentlemen,
you too.
thank you so much. I appreciate it. Don't slide up in Kalia DMs trying to get nothing but some music, all right? She tired of the foolishness, and she will write about you.
Yeah.
So
Tell them, please.
Easy, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right. Give thanks. Blessings and love, everyone. Look out.
Much love. Thank you so much. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. It is Homegrown.
Bushy head, Oja, and you're polite too. The thing get me high like a kite too. We know I'm choosing. My heart are yours, one man, me no foolish. Vibration right, balance my dark light. Girl, I'm modeling a thought of who you wanna spoon with. Rasta man, you my one all the while. You my one figure a pretty little child. Gentle please, who me, not I. Not take time and a bit too shy. Joke, a smoke, a less fire. Crush out the herb and let's get high. Love off your cute, bright dimple smile. Me sit charging a slow ginger wine. Like a mama doctor, baby. Thoughts of me on your mind will drive you crazy. Forget about egos that can be deranged. Me nah live me man, no idea guys, no sin. Roll up a spliff ganja to my brain. Little bit from this head to cough on a plane. And I roll my own spliff, I do my own thing. Marijuana to my lips, ragamuffin, dark skin. Sights how deeply you got time. Twisted needed, you're not tired. Kisses are free, breakfast with tea. Me a bask in this love in my sight when me see. Ooh, Rasta man, you mo what all the while. You mo a figure a pretty little child. Gentle please, who me, not I. Not take time and a bit too shy. Me no joke, a smoke, a less fire. Crush out the herb and let's get high. Love off your cute, bright dimple smile. Me sit charging a slow ginger wine. So let's give thanks for clarity. Grow to know myself, now you can have me. Feeling free, we both smoke the tree. Jah bless us with this love, we be all in the key. The way how you're gazing on my eye and ting. Intellectually speaking, king. Captured my mind, words so refined. Eyes only for you, me would I do anything. Rasta man, you mo all the while. You mo a figure a pretty little child. Gentle please, who me, not I. Not take time and a bit too shy. Me no joke, a smoke, a less fire. Crush out the herb and let's get high. Love off your cute, bright dimple smile. Me sit charging a slow ginger wine.
It's Kalia-Shea, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go ahead and check her out. This song is called All the While, and the young lady has some fantastic projects ahead. All right, some big bad singles coming up. If this is a testament to the start of it, I can't wait for the rest.
Crush out the herb and let's get high. Love off your cute, bright dimple.
Big up Drum Keys.
Me sit charging a slow ginger wine.
Big up Rory Stone Love. Big up Kalia-Shea. It's ladies' night, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, tonight we're just playing the ladies. I got something else for you. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. It is Homegrown.
Nakikinika sa música, Homegrown with G. Cole.
Estás escuchando Homegrown con G. Cole.
您现在正在收听的是 Homegrown with G. Cole.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole.